Welcome everybody, how are you? Bienvenidos a todos, ¿cómo están? Okay, friends. So last week we finished the wings, and we import them into the main file. We started also to create the hair, and we already created like the hairstyle. We already convert those curves into mesh, and we started to create the details here, as you can see. So today let's see if we can finish to create the hairstyle. Okay, so let's get started. Sorry, let me activate stabilize stroke. Vamos a usar el stabilize stroke to make this better. Okay, I like it. Okay, let's go with this one. Hello Teram, welcome. Yes, but remember that here I don't print the models. I don't have a 3D printer. I just create the sculptures. And also I prepare like a printer file, so you can print that, but it is not like I think that the person that owns the 3D printer, I think that they prefer to divide the models the way they want. Maybe for sculptors like are just one piece with less details, then you can, even with those, they also divide. Depends on the project, depends on what they want. I already show here a video of how is like the printing process, but not only the printing process with numbers. I mean the purpose, how you think on a project, and the way you print, the way you modify the file that you download. So that's the thing here, because the 3D printing process is not only creating here the file. After you created the sculpture, you have to clean the model and try to find some imperfections. Again, I do that with a file, with a version like I prepared for 3D printing, but you don't have to follow that. You can get the sculpture, and then you join, for example, you merge all the hair, merge the helmet with the head, and depending on that, you fix the model for your purpose. That's what I wanted to say. So maybe you will not use the file, or maybe you will use the file that you will print. For example, in my case, let's say that I have a 3D printer. I would like to print this like in a 110 scale. 110 scale, I think that is the or 100. I don't remember. If there is 1 meter, there is, let's say that the model is 2 meters, then I will print that on 20 centimeters, something like that. Okay, that's the scale. I don't remember I am bad with numbers, but something like that. So most of my models that I already finished, and I already upload that on my stores for sale, I will not use that, because I want those on a specific scale for me, for having maybe prepare a special place for all the 3D print models that I do. But that's my case, so I will take the file that I already created and don't use the one that I prepared for sale. I will create a new version for me. Okay, I just upload a version that I think that most of the people will use, but I don't know. Okay, so that's something that you need to understand. Maybe you already know that. Okay, so for example, for this model, this will be very, very, very difficult for me to prepare that for 3D printing. The first reason is I don't know the person that will get the file. Maybe he wants to create a very big sculpture, because there are some artists that do that. Maybe a real person size, I don't know. Maybe that's a crazy project, but some people do that. So they are going to divide this model in several pieces, and of course the model that I prepare for 3D printing is not going to work. Or maybe they want a very small sculpture for the desk, maybe 10 centimeters. Okay, let's say that. So the file that I will prepare, again, you are not going to use that. You're going to try to merge most of the model, and you're going to lose, of course, a lot of detail by merging, but you're going to have your small model. In my case, if I have a 3D printer, also that's also another thing that you have to consider: the material that you're going to use for the 3D printing process. I would like resin. I don't like the plastic, not because I know that resin printers are more they cost a lot of money, the process is more expensive, but also the material. But I would like that because for me it's a better way to preserve all the details that I am creating here right now. Okay, again, I am talking about me. Another person would like to print that in another way, so that's the thing about the 3D printing. But at least the only thing that you will have for sure is a sculptor, because 3D printing again is a different process. It is not part of the 3D sculpting process. You can do this, I can do this for rendering, only for rendering, to show a character, and I will finish the process here for the rendering. But again, I sell this for 3D printing, but in most of the cases you will not use the 3D printing file that I prepare, especially if you are a person that knows about the process and have a lot of experience and do different versions of a 3D model. You are not going to use. I think that in that case, definitely you are not going to use the file that I prepare. You are going to get this and prepare that on your own. You are going to join, maybe you're going to separate the feet, this foot and this foot. You're going to separate that. You're going to separate maybe this hand with a mace. I don't know. So that's the thing. I already showed in the Discord server a video for an artist that create a Doom project from the game, from Doom the Dark Ages. He sculpt a character and he divide that character in several pieces because he want a big character, because it was a demon, like a titan, I don't remember. And he divide the character in several pieces because he want a big character. And also he made, once he have the sculptor, he made some cuts with their tools, with his tools, because he wanted to like introduce some lights to create like a special effect for the character, to give it more life to the character. So he modified a lot his sculpture. And also he bought a Doom Slayer that was in one scale. He also modified that he bought the file, and he made some modifications because he want a very small character. So he merged all the character and lose a lot of detail, but it doesn't matter because the project was the big titan with a small slayer here. So he creates like a complete environment, a complete like a scene from the game, something like that. So I with that video I show you what I am trying to say. You can take a look to the video from that artist on the Discord server on the 3D General section, I think, 3D General channel. I shared that with you. So that's the thing. And also here, when I show you here this process, you can see not only the final character. You also see all the things. I apply modeling techniques. We also use geometry nodes. We test different things. That's the thing about the live streams here. Again, this is not a tutorial to show you how to print a 3D model. No, I just say here, okay, friends, I want to create this character. Let's create this here with you. So I came here, I designed here with you. We talk a lot about some part of the process. This is how we do live streams. It is different for me if I just record this and upload a time lapse. I will upload a time lapse, but you will not have all the videos here all the process. So why it is special this? Because you see all the mistakes that I made, or maybe the things that I try to do, or maybe things that I already know how to do, but I will try to do it in a different way, just to see if it works, or if not work, it doesn't work for me. But maybe you say, oh, I would like that to use for my project, so you use that technique. That's the thing about here, the live streams. Also, that's why I take some time here. You can see also the process of trying to give all the details, because I really take care about each detail of the character. Let's think about. I always I don't know who wrote on the chat that maybe, I think that it was Lucas Smith. I don't remember. He said that hello, welcome. You're going to create this character again, and I said no. No, I don't do. I don't repeat the projects that I do. Of course, if you pay me, I will do that. But in this case, I think about a project and I say, this is going to be the best thing that I ever do, even better than the one that I did before. So I give all of myself here for this project, trying to take care, and it is like a unique piece. For me, it is my masterpiece. I always treat my projects like that. So I give all of me here, taking care, saying, okay, this is not work, okay, tomorrow we continue, okay, let's be patient because it is not working in this way, tomorrow we're going to try a different thing. And at the end, you finish the project and you say, okay, I already did it, I am a better artist, but definitely I will not repeat that, because I knew all the things that I did, and sometimes you don't like it. No, I don't like to do this because it takes some time, too much time. That's the case. So I never repeat the characters that I create. Of course, maybe I can create a different version. For example, I can create Hawkman that it's similar to this character, but it is not the same character. That's what I wanted to say. Or maybe I can create the same character with a different version, for example, the more cartoon version, and in a different pose. That's also something that I will do, but I will not repeat this. So with all said, I think that maybe you have an idea. But thanks for your comment, and yes, it is looking very good. I am trying to taking care of each detail as always. Okay, let's continue with, I don't know, maybe with, let me think, with this one. For example, here for the hair, I tried using another curve for detail, but I don't like it. Didn't like that, so I used just convert those into mesh and I started sculpting these details by myself. Maybe it take me some more time, but I like this way because for the final result I want it to look like that. But I am not saying that the other technique is bad. No, you can use that. I already showed you how to do that. Okay, here let me find a very good view so I can. Okay, you're welcome. Remember, here there are not bad or good things. I just use some techniques that I think that is better for my character. But with that, I am not saying that maybe if you want to do it in another way, I am not saying, okay, don't do that because I didn't do that. You have to follow what I am doing. No. Different artists have different ways to do things. Of course, that there are more efficient ways to do things. You have to follow that rules. I will say to you, okay, this is something that you need to consider because of this. And if you want to follow or you want to try it by yourself and say, okay, maybe he was right. I will say that to you. But here, for most of the process, I will never say you have to do it in the way that I am doing. No, I will just showing you an alternative that you can use. Or maybe you will say, I don't like, he takes too much time, I will do it in another way. Okay, that's also good. With art, when you create art, there is not a rule. And also there is always an artist talking not good things about another artist's work. That's different opinions, and that's good. Also another artist that will help you to say, maybe you can use this, and okay, thank you. Here, when I started to do this on live streams, there were some people that have maybe more experience than me, or maybe create different type of art that told me some advices, and I always receive that and say thanks, because they already or lived that experience, and he's going to tell me the result of his work, so maybe I can use it or not use it. I always will be grateful with those kind of comments. A lot of people help me here with thumbnails, with telling me what kind of videos I can create. Other people that were here on the channel when I just started. So maybe this is also a way to saying to other artists that maybe are starting, okay, you can do this, it is up to you, I am just showing you a way. Do you have a 3D printer, Terran? Or you just do, not just because it is another complex project, you do 3D modeling, or you do 3D sculpting too? Oh, I don't like this one. I didn't like this one. Okay, great. That's good. We are going to start after we finish this project. I decided here with some people of the community here that were participating that we can start maybe start to streaming 3D modeling. This is 3D sculpting, but we're going to start also 3D modeling, and 3D modeling is for animations and games. So we're going to start with that. The thing that I don't know is what kind of projects we can create, because the thing is I don't want to create very complex projects, because as you can see here we are already more than 2 months working on this one. That I that's the time that you have to do if you are do things here like I am doing here, explaining and testing different things, and only having here 2 hours, being here 2 hours per day. So that's the time that you're going to take. But for example, if you would like, I think that I think that it is a little bit exhausting. I don't know if you came here with the same project. So that's why I am not sure right now what kind of project I can start creating. I was thinking maybe on assets, so we can start first with 3D modeling and applying materials, creating PBR materials, or maybe we can start with characters, and of course we are going to animate the characters. I don't know. Also, I was thinking maybe I should create existing characters, or maybe I can create my own versions of those characters, or maybe I can create original characters. There is also another thing that I was thinking maybe now I am more with original characters, because here it is okay. For 3D Sculptor you can create characters that you already know, because I sell this online. So I think that people will like to have characters that they want, that they already know about. But for 3D modeling, I think that assets, people would like to have more assets, or maybe characters that are original but that they can use in a game. For example, a soldier. I can create a soldier, but it is not for example, a soldier that with a name that is the main character of a game. Okay, I see, or maybe it is because I don't have too much characters for animation to sell, but they don't like to have that, because they want to use those on their projects. So for example, the assets that I created, I already sold some of those assets. For example, swords, shields, those kind of assets. I know that they will those people will use that for their project. So maybe we can start with something original, or maybe that you can use in a project. For example, I was thinking on a little robot that you can use. I don't know, those kind of things. Or maybe assets like guns, weapons. I don't know. Or maybe little rooms here, little environments here, with some things that you will like to. I think that those you will like to buy if we have some things here. I don't know. I was thinking about that, but I am not really sure right now. Also for games, I like always to create something for low poly to mid poly, not AAA characters. I never created a AAA character. Also for the channel, I think that you would like to see maybe mid poly or low poly, because AAA characters is too much time. And if we create different projects here, I think that it is better for the channel, because you are going to see different you're going to have more content and more methods, more techniques that you're going to use. So I do not decide yet what is going to be the first project, but right now I am thinking on a little robot that maybe will be like the image, the mascot, I don't know how to call it, of the channel, that we can use it for different processes here on the channel. I would like to have like a little I don't know, a little character for the channel. So maybe I was thinking on create our original character here. And also another thing that I was thinking on is that all the characters that I am going to create here for animation, for modeling, I am going to use that in a kind of mini games that I will create on Unity. Right now, I am going to be honest with you. I don't know. I do not create games. I don't know how to create games. I am learning, but I am not good with coding. So I have to learn a lot because that is my weak point. But I know how to. I already did that, so I know how to bring those characters into Unity and bring the materials and all of those things. So maybe we're going to once I learn, once we have a lot of characters here or assets created here in the channel, we're going to import those to Unity and create mini games. For example, let's say that like our little robot have to collect some items, and to collect the items has to jump, to move, to move through a environment. To do that, like a mini game, something like that we can create. And of course, I am not going to create the complete game, but at least you have some exercises, something like that, some examples that you say, okay, maybe I can use that. I can use that for my project. Okay, the same thing with this. So don't worry, because we are going to start with 3D modeling here on the channel. Okay, let's continue with this one. And what kind of characters would you like to see? I don't know. You animate monsters, I don't know, or maybe robots, or maybe organic characters like humans. I don't know. What kind of projects do you have in mind? You would like to have maybe a very low poly project that is good, like some indie games. I want to create my game just in case, but I don't know what kind of art you would like to see. Also with animations, with characters. That's a very, very different world. And again, different techniques, different ways to do things. It is very, very big, the 3D modeling, the 3D. I think that you maybe know that with the architectural engineering, that it is a very big world. And I always try to do different things, to learn different things. I do not like to only do one thing. that. Let me try a different way. Okay, I like that. Let's continue with another one with this one. Let me see again. Okay. No, I don't like that. Ah, yeah. Okay, music stopped and I will go for some water. Okay, I'll be back in a moment and we'll continue. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue. she's looking great. Let me, what was the one that we, this one, this one here. I didn't remember. Okay, so we need to add maybe some details here. No, sure, sorry, I forgot to select the brush. Hello friend, hello Miguel, welcome. We are sculpting details here for the hair. Sorry about that, I wanted to use this. This part. See here what is happening. Let's start with this side. That one not. I don't like that. Go with this one. With this one, with this one. Or with, no, with, let me see. I want to close at least one. This one. So we complete this part here. Here, let me see, maybe I use this one. Maybe let me see with clay. No, clay no. Maybe I should use clay from the beginning to create different details, but I think that clay here, no, there is different. There is a very different brush. Let's continue with draw. Where is this? Draw sharp, no. Let me see how draw sharp is. No, that's too much. I already used crease here, I don't remember. Pinch, I always forgot, I always confused it. Pinch is this pinch, crease is this one. This is the one that I use to draw those lines. I remember with my first characters that I always use this brush, clay, and just do something like this. I just do something like this to create the hair. No, this one. Like this, like this, like this. But it was not clay, it was clay strips. I always did something like this, then this, and this to create hair. Once when I was, I have some models and people like those models. Because I then smooth, and it was a very great, the details were looking good, because after that I just have to smooth, but now I think that maybe I like to use crease and pinch and draw, but I need a draw with less, maybe I need to modify here. Here, let me see if I can just draw. So I wanted to add draw. So now I have to fix this part. I think that with a pencil this is easier. I never tried. I don't have a pencil, a tablet, so in Blender I don't know if you can control that, the pressure with a pencil. I think that maybe you will do, but I don't know if you can draw like a small and you can make that bigger. I don't know. Sorry, I forgot that I changed to grab. Now I will use pinch. Okay, I think that it is looking good. There is no need to add more details there. Just here I can make it a little bit bigger. This part. Okay, let's continue with the next one. I think that we should continue with this one. let me see the this one is alone, like it is alone, so I can add all the details that I want. Okay, let's do that. And it also came here, so we need maybe okay, I know. Let's go with, let's start with crease and then we'll move with draw. Let's try that method. Let me make it a little bit smaller. Soon, I don't like that. Until that part, then I have to try to fix that. Okay. Look, I don't like that. Sorry. I wanted to press F. Maybe let me use inflate. Let me see what is inflate? Let me see with this one. Look, this one is better than draw to create this. Yes, I will use this for this part. Let me do this again. Let me use, of course, stabilize stroke. Something like this. Okay. part. Okay. Here I will use the crease polish. Sorry. I wanted to use the graph tool, and here, let me see if with inflate I have a better result. What I want. Now let's go with pinch. Like that. Look, maybe here we need to fix this part. Sorry. I was trying to press shift, but I did not press the right key. I think that it is looking good. I like it. Maybe here we can. No, it is good. It is good. Yes, look. Now we need to fix this one, this one, this one. 4 more, I think. 4 more. And of course, we need to do the same with our hair here. Look, this is the hair. Let me smooth this part. This hair. I think that I make it bigger. I need to clean that. I am using symmetry with this one right now. Okay. So I need to create that here too. To fix that. And that hair is going to be here. Maybe I don't need that, now that I am thinking, no. We can merge that with a. No, I want that because I want to paint. Yes, for painting it is better to have the separate piece. You know that maybe for painting I will. No, I don't want to remesh this yet. I will maybe. The thing is that I want. Now I am thinking, what should I do? Because no, for printing I will use that. No, I maybe I think that I don't need that. I think that I don't need that brush. I just can draw that here on my. But I have here the ear. No. Now I do not decide what to do. The thing is that it is good if this part of the hair is separate, so I can it would be very easy for me for painting, because these were different pieces. But here is a problem. I don't want to have something here and something different here. And it is good maybe if I am going to merge these two parts, but I don't want to merge this yet, because I am going to lose some detail, and I don't want that for my hair, for rendering. Of course that for 3D printing I have to merge this, but here, for example, I don't have to have this different. Maybe I will move this a little bit out and cover these areas with the same pieces of hair here, and use this for example here, because this one is different than this one, but here I need to cover this with these other pieces of hair. Yes, I think that's the solution. Let me see, for example, if this one, yes, I think that this one I can move it a little bit outside. Let me see. But I already. Now I can draw more details here. I think that I need to let me move this one. I don't know. Let me see with inflate. Ooh, this one is going to be a little bit difficult. This one is not going to help me. Sculpt mode. I don't like that. I will find a way to do that. I need something different too. No, I need something different here. Let me go with draw. Something like this. Yes. already use Chris for this one. What is the... okay, this one. So we are not going to see. Okay, great. Okay, 3 more. I want to end, and I need to finish the streaming here because I need to go to Kick, but I think that I'm going to do that in a different hour, so let's finish this, okay? Three. Okay. This one. This one is... let's go with this one. Let's go with this one. Here I'm going to use sculpt mode. Okay. Go with draw. Okay, now we need 3 more to finish 3 more of this. Oh, I think that I'm going to take some time to do this, so I think that we can finish for today, and we are going to continue tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to finish this, and we're going to start working on the costume, because we need to add some details. This is not ready. We need to add some. I was thinking on some details, like I'm going to see if those details look great, I will keep those, but if not, I just sculpt some details like this is cloth. Okay, I'm going to see that tomorrow. Maybe at the end I'm going just to leave it like that and see that say that this is cloth, and I just start to add details to give it to make it look like pants and all of those things. Okay, that it is not a skin. Okay, right, let's see. Remember that here we try different things. Also I forgot, maybe I should create something like this, but I was thinking where I should add this, because this is impossible to wear like in here. No, I know that the character, some versions of the character has something here, so she can put the weapon in here. Maybe we can say that she can hold the weapon like in here, and once she take the weapon to fight, then it activates all of these parts. We can say also something like that. I don't know, but those are like extra details that we need to but if I use the costume, I need to decide. Maybe because of the design here of the costume, I think that maybe I should just leave it like that. We'll see. Okay, we'll see. Because where am I going to put that? Here, like this. Maybe I can add this one side for this and one side to grab some items. Yes, we can do that. Let's see if it is looking good, then we leave it like that. But by doing that, she will lose, I don't know, let me see this one. She has that something. Okay, here, let me see. Look, something like this. Maybe we can do that. Let's see. Yes, I need to do that before say this is cloth, because with that I know what kind of detail I can add. Okay. I forgot about that part. Now that I see the other versions, I said maybe I should add something like this here too. Let's see. Maybe I should leave it just like that. I don't know. We're going to see that. Okay, so Okay, the thumbnail is going to be this. Forgot about that. Okay, so friends, we're going to continue tomorrow. Now I have to continue on, I don't know, Kick or Twitch. I don't know which one I should. On Twitch we are creating a Chespirito character. For those who know, for are from Latin America, estoy creando al Dr. Chapatín, a cartoon version of the Dr. Chapatín that is a character from Chespirito. I am creating that on Twitch, and on Kick I am creating Executor, another Pokemon, because we already finished Lapras. I just need to polish that file and clean it for 3D printing, and I already have the renders. I already created the time lapse. I just need to finish that and create the printed version. Okay, so we already finished our project on Kick. Let's continue on Kick. Just let's go with Kick to continue with Executor. Okay, so here with the Hawkgirl we continue on YouTube here tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to finish the hair, so don't worry. I know that I already said that maybe today we finish, but remember that here we answer some questions, we explain some things, so we don't have to worry about time, because we are making progress and we are also here sharing ideas. Okay, let me go back here. Okay, for the thumbnail. Okay, so this is all for today, friends. Please remember, if you are new, remember to subscribe to the channel, give it a like, share this content with others, and leave a comment below. Believe me, that helps a lot. Also, you can follow me on social media accounts, X, Instagram, and TikTok, where I am uploading things about 3D and games. What else? If you want me to collaborate with your project as a freelancer, you can contact me. There's my email, there's the LinkedIn page. You can send me a message, or maybe my social media accounts, or maybe create a project on Upwork on CD Trader and send me a message. I don't know. There are different ways, so you have all the links there. Also, if you want to collaborate with the channel, if you want to support the channel, there is a PayPal link there. Or maybe you can help me also purchasing one of my models. Maybe you want something for your collection, a 3D printing sculptor, or maybe an asset for your games and animations. You can get those on my online stores, 3D TurboSquid for 3D modeling. All the 3D model, all the assets are there. 3D Codes 3D for 3D sculpting, all the 3D printing models are there, and CD Trader, where you are going to find everything. Can you use Blender on console? What console? Console like the Hello William console, like the ones that you use for playing games. I don't know. I think that no, that is not possible. You don't even have a version of Blender for iPad, and you have iPad versions for other apps. For example, Nomad Sculpt, you have that for 3D printing. For sculpting, I already create some characters there, and I think that they also create a desktop version. For ZBrush, you have the app, but also they created recently, I think maybe last year, they created an iPad version for ZBrush too. But for console, for the ones that you use for games, to play games, I think that's not possible. But if you want to start with, I don't know, if you want to start with 3D modeling or 3D sculpting, you can start with small projects. Maybe creating. Right now I am creating on Kick small projects. For example, Pokemons. Those are small projects, are easier to create. and maybe on your machine, if you don't have like a very a machine, a PC that is for this kind of projects. For example, I can do this because I built my computer with a lot of great parts, and for example, with the previous laptops that I with the MacBook from 2018 and the previous laptop that I used, where I started with this, it was impossible to do something like this on those machines. So if you want, maybe you can start with something. Also, if you want 3D modeling, you can start with low poly characters, low poly assets. If you want to start with in the 3D world, you can share maybe your ideas on the Discord channel. We have a Discord server there. If you have some questions, you can send the questions there, and we're going to help you. I know that we are on a small channel and a small community, but I always like to help you. So also you help me a lot here on the chat, maybe suggesting me things. So we help each other. I don't know if you want to know something. Maybe you want to start. I don't know, but you can visit the Blender page, and you have. I think that there is no way to do that on a console because the apps are created for specific softwares. So I hope that I answered your questions. But again, I don't know your situation. Maybe you want to start, but you don't have a great computer. But I am telling you that you can start, but with small projects until you can buy a better computer. I don't know. Okay, so what else I need to say to announce? No, I think that's all. So remember, I am starting in Twitch and Kick, so you can follow my. I forgot to add my Twitch channel here on the links on the YouTube page. But you can find me online as Fran Salazarco. You can find me online as Fran Salazarco, the same username. Always I use the same username online. So. Please follow me on those other channels. But remember that I'm going to upload that content here on YouTube, so don't worry. But I think that you will not like to see day by day like here, but you will have the time lapse of the process. If you want to see the day by day, the live stream, you can visit the Kick. Follow me on Kick for the Kick projects that I am creating, and follow me on Twitch that I am starting right now on Twitch too. The purpose is to create more things because I need to. That is my main income, the way that I can get some income. So until I can monetize the channel and all of that. So. I need to create more models, and also to expand the community so more people can join here to the YouTube channel. Okay, so I really need to go right now to continue with the character, and just that's all. So thanks for coming, friends. Please remember to subscribe, that is very important, and see you in the next one.